welcome to the table. So I am Sarah, and I will be your historian for today. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. So this is our lovely girl gang, and I would like to give them a moment to introduce themselves before we jump into tonight's story.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Kiri. I'm new to the table. This is my first time here.
Woo!
So bear with me.
Are you doing character names too?
No.
No? Okay. Hi, my name is Emily. I've been here at the table for every single war story, so I'm excited to be back again.
Yay! I'm Shay. I'm a regular. You've seen me around, and this is my table, because it's my house. Welcome to it.
I'm Melanie. I'm married to the original historian, and this is my second time. I was in the very first war stories.
Woo! Well, welcome everybody. So this is our hashtag girl gang, which is super exciting, and it's my first time jamming a game ever.
Woo!
So I'm really excited. All right, so yeah, I guess that means that we will jump right into tonight's story if everybody's ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Set the mood.
Set the mood. Not
Historian.
Oh, where did it go?
It's all good. We believe in you. We have full confidence in you.
All right.
We ain't nervous for you.
Until now.
January 4th, 607 AC. A man awakens in the cold black darkness, slowly. There is no sound here, no light, just a cold dampness. His pulse begins a loud and excruciating beat in his ears. Then a slow drip, drip, drip of something into a small pool of a barely glinting liquid at his feet. Opening his eyes with difficulty, he attempts to reach up to the crust of something keeping them shut, and instead feels metal cuffs slicing into the circulation of his wrists and ankles. A chill from the steel chair shoots up his spine. His breath quickens in the eerie silence. The cuffs begin to scrape back and forth along the armrests as he wrestles against the bindings. His whole body, now alert, screams with the pain of previous bruises and injuries, and he swallows it as adrenaline begins to flood his veins. With one last effort, the chair catches on a stone jutting out of the ground, and both man and steel clatter to the hard stone ground. The smell of the pool that was at his feet becomes apparent. His own blood. Muffled voices echo outside the steel door, and keys clank into the lock. The natural jagged stone-walled room is flooded with a dim yet blinding light as the door makes a deep squeal open. A man steps in. He is tall and pale, but the details of his face elude the prisoner as the strange presence begins to speak. Calming and hypnotic, the voice and a peculiar tapping begins to lure him in and out of consciousness. Tap. Tap. The man begins a muffled tap of his pen onto a clipboard he holds with his opposing hand. I see you've put up quite the fight. Tap. 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 He bends down and, putting both items into his other hand, lifts the chin of the man on the floor. He waits in arrogance for the man to meet his gaze. That terminates today. You see, Doctor, you remember how you brought someone important of yours to an emergency surgery in Falstadt about 4 years ago? How lucky she was that I was her surgeon. You see, I enjoy the experimental myself. Did I save her life? Yes, of course. My work is above reproach. But you see, some in my country believed your work to be a threat to, how shall I put it, national security, the greater good. So precautionary measures were required for her procedure, in case one day, Doctor, Falstadt would require your services.
The music, no. The music, no.
The man with the clipboard stands to leave. The doctor, still bound on the floor, fights through the impending unconsciousness and meets the surgeon's eyes with daggers of burning hate and hot vengeance as blood trickles down his forehead. That day has come. I trust you will cooperate. He turns toward the door. An armed figure watches from the hall. You begin tomorrow. And if you'd like to resign. He pauses and dryly chuckles under his breath. Falstaff will not hesitate to enact those precautionary measures. Welcome to Falstaff, Doctor. Thus begins tonight's war story here on Welcome to the Table. And we are back. So, give me 2 seconds to cue something up over here.
One Mississippi.
1.5 Mississippi.
All right. January 11th, 607 AC. Just before Veil Swap, or dawn of the day on Terraband, an underground Adelian army base at Pendleton Brook commences with the same hushed morning routine it has always followed since it began operation in 570 AC. A soft reveille sounds, and every living being within its cry launches into action. Recruits begin their morning drills, squads are inspected and assigned tasks for the day, and officers meet to discuss military procedures, debate priorities, and deploy troops on specific covert assignments. Even in an era of peace, tensions between the nations of Adelia and Falstaff remain, and their respective armies are held together by an ever-tightening elastic of war looming in the distance. Underground bases serve Adelia to protect the fragile elastic from an irreparable snap. You, after years of training here at the Pendleton Brook base, have earned your place as members of an elite specialist squad known as Quixsand, which you know to be spelled with an X in the same manner of the Arctic fox-like creature known in Terraband as the Silver Quix. Known for your swift and clever techniques in tight moments, you are frequently called upon for various rescues, extractions, and assignments requiring your unique grace and tact. The evening prior, you received orders to report to your commanding officer at first light for an urgent assignment. This, you expect, should be no different, though the whispers across the base have led you to believe that something may be amiss. You find your way through the winding halls lined with portraits of elite forces in their prime, toward the meeting room known as the Den for your briefing. One of the members of Quixsand, Corporal Catherine Jean Timothian, sidles up to you in the hall. Her countenance is more solemn than usual, and her jaw tenses as she whispers to you. They say Falstaff's gone too far with this one.
Do we expect anything different?
As you enter the room, you take in its features. Functional, plain, and tastefully accented with antique dark cherry wood and pristine blues covering the walls. Anyone entering would never suspect the room's location being actually underground. Besides not having windows, it seems standard and comparable to other military rooms built around the same time. Lieutenant Calliope Stratford, your commanding officer, sits stoically at the head of the oak wood table in the room, the blue, white, and green Adelian colors displayed proudly behind her on the right, accenting the blues and golds in her officer's uniform. Not one of her gray-streaked black hairs are out of place in her low-top bun, and she is flipping through a small stack of papers. Her dark eyes, creased with years of service, flit across the words with an intense purpose, as if she was reading them for the 50th time this morning. You've never observed her to be this abrupt in her movements. As you pause at the door, she addresses you without looking up. Enough gawking, Quixsand. Sit. You salute upon entering and scramble swiftly into your usual seats. As you do, will you please describe your characters? So far we have you three in the room.
Okay.
All right. I'm Rowan McColder. Short, muscular, auburn red hair, usually in a braid of some sort. Greasy, dirty. A little gruff around the edges, but pleasant.
I'm Gwendolyn Featherswallow. I'm dressed for fashion, not practicality. I have like a large Edwardian hat. She's very, very into appearances, very into herself. Yeah, she's about 27, brown hair. Yeah, clean.
Opposites.
Opposites.
Very much opposites.
Yeah.
And then sitting next to her is Annette Hughes. She is older. She's about 58. Tight bun on the top of her head. She is a medic, so she's dressed quite as such in just a white, normal medic outfit. But she likes to make it seem like she is in charge of everybody and kind of keeps an eye on everybody, but she's very prim and proper.
Very good. So, you notice as you look around the table that Lieutenant Stratford's usual shadow, another female officer who you know to be named Second Lieutenant Tabitha Bridges, is not sitting at her right hand as she usually would be. Lieutenant Stratford keeps you waiting in the silence until she suddenly slaps the papers down on the oak and looks at each of you, making depth of eye contact that reaches into your soul. 9 days ago, our leading scientist and head of Project Light completely disappeared off the grid. Dr. Ashton Lawrence was a civilian and mechanical engineer contracted by Adelia to improve the power core of existing Harbingers for the military. From what I have been informed, he was on the brink of discovering new efficiency by combining its design with that of an engine of a specific and unknown model of an Edivarian car. All of his work was still highly theoretical and moving toward the experimental. However, when members of a private Edivarian tech company, under the acronym SSIS, arrived to give input on his research, he has vanished, leaving no clue to his whereabouts. A few days ago, one of our bird missions has sent word that he is working out of a warehouse in the city of Kalavaska. You will infiltrate, gather as much information as you can about the state of the Falstad projects, and extract Dr. Lawrence safely. Dr. Lawrence is priority. If he is alive, you get him out. Is that clear?
Absolutely.
If the core has already been made, you must shift focus. You must extract the core and any design plans with equal priority to Dr. Lawrence's life. Is that understood?
Understood.
Yes.
Now, before your departure in the next hour, you will be joined by the newest member of Quixsand.
What?
Just then, the door swings open, and in soundlessly flies the missing Second Lieutenant Tabitha Bridges. Closing the door quickly by leaning against it discreetly so it shuts without a sound, she salutes Lieutenant Stratford, and the usual calm and commanding presence she carries appears to be in a state of disruption, as she wipes her palms on her jacket and the blue eyes behind her glasses flip back and forth from the table to the door. I've brought the new specialist, Lieutenant. Very well. Where is she? Ma'am, you're sure she is of legal age? She doesn't look much older than my son. Yes, Bridges. Bring her in. She's only a private. Bridges. Yes, Lieutenant. Second Lieutenant Bridges opens the door and steps aside as the newest member of Quixsand enters. Shay, will you please introduce your character?
So you see Poppy. Poppy's all you need to know. Standing before you, clearly very young. She is 15, but she has one of those, she looks very much like a kid. She's very young. She has her curly brown hair in pigtails on each side, making her look even younger than she is. She's in her private's uniform. She's standing at attention, ready to go, but she does have this smirk on her face and these wide eyes as she walks in this room.
Private Davis has passed all the necessary requirements to become a full-time soldier in her own right. I trust you will accept her as one of your own. Davis has been briefed by Second Lieutenant Bridges, as you have by me. Are there any questions on your mission?
Can I not be called Davis? Can you call me Poppy?
That is up to the commanding officer of the squad.
I guess so.
Call me Poppy.
Poppy it is.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Are you off your head? She's going to get us killed. She is not ready.
Rona, they wouldn't put us with somebody that they didn't feel was right for the team, so I think we should...
Have you met Gwyn?
What? What was that?
Do you know what you're doing? You've almost
Do
got
I?
us killed so many times.
No, I
She
beg
hasn't
your
yet.
pardon. No, I know exactly what I'm doing.
You don't even know how to shoot your rifle.
Rhoda,
All of you have passed the necessary requirements to become members of Quixsand.
I'd love to see that.
I trust that you will carry the mantle of that responsibility. There are many lives at stake here, not just Dr. Ashton Lawrence's.
Exactly, and now we're going to have to babysit.
It's not babysitting. Trust me.
Yes, ma'am.
Reporting for duty, and as I go to do the salute, my hand comes up and a little... Well, I'm not going to make it because I'm going to make it really bad. Little fart noise comes out from behind Strafford, Lieutenant Strafford. I didn't mean duty literally, but it's good to know that we don't hold it in here.
Davis.
Poppy?
Davis. Let's just remember that I'm familiar with many of your kind.
Oh, scary. Is she always this scary?
Yes.
Always.
Well. Very well. Your transport to Calabaska leaves at 800 hours. Pack your things, and gather supplies and rations. She exhales and then says, given what you're made of, Quixsand, be swift and clever, get in, get out, and do not get yourselves killed. She rises, gathering her papers, and moves toward the door. Dismissed. You salute her as she exits, and Bridges lingers in the room with you. What would you like to do?
Well, it's good meeting all of you.
How old did they say you were?
They didn't.
Oh, how old are you?
15.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Trust me, I'm really good at what I do.
I believe them. I believe if they say that you are as good and that you passed all of the tests, I believe you'll do great things with us.
How many times have you been out on the field?
Never.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Rona, I think we need to give her a chance.
Oh, yes. We need to give everybody a chance while also keeping Lawrence alive.
We've given you a chance.
Yes.
Rona, is that your name?
I
Your eyes are very beautiful.
thank you.
They remind me of my friend V's eyes, but just hers, yeah, they're beautiful.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, whose eyes?
V, my friend. Oh,
What happened?
what do you mean? She's alive.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
She just has really
We
pretty
sus-
eyes.
We
So do you.
suspected as much.
Very good. I'm glad to know you have friends. Well,
I mean, we're all friends, right?
Absolutely.
sure. As much as we can be. I just want everybody to come back alive. I want Lawrence to come back alive.
And all this sounds like friends to me. Me and my friends argue all the time.
Oh.
Just like this.
Great. I just don't
We
want...
didn't always used to argue.
It's alright.
Members come and go sometimes, and it's a little hard when there's change.
Makes it more fun and exciting, doesn't it?
Not when you grow close to those who you've been working with for many a year.
Or, missions are at stake.
Right.
Or someone contracts an illness and dies.
So that happened.
Sometimes.
I mean, not in our squad.
But it happens.
Well, don't you worry. I won't drag us down.
I'm not worried about you dragging us down. I'm worried about you dying.
Well, that's not going to happen, isn't
I'm
it?
sure Pippi will be just fine.
It's
I think it's Poppy.
I think
Hey,
it's
that's
Poppy.
what I said, right?
sure.
Well, she'll be fine.
Look, kid,
Thank you, Gwen.
we'll try hard to keep you alive if you promise to keep yourself alive.
Shall we go pack our things?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Aye.
Great.
Let's go.
So you all exit, and Second Lieutenant Bridges grabs you, Annette,
Mhm.
by the arm as you leave and whispers, "She is only 15.
I know. I'm a little worried, but
Are you?
I would have nixed her involvement in this mission if it was up to me. I've only known her a few days. She's
But-
the same age as my son,
I know.
and needs someone to have her back when we cannot. I'm no longer involved in the field, but if I had a daughter,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
please keep her safe.
Absolutely. How are those boys?
Rambunctious as usual.
Can't believe it.
They already want to join the army, just like their father
Oh
and
my
mother.
goodness, they cannot.
Not until they turn the right age.
Yes,
Anyway, thank you, my dear friend.
absolutely.
Please come home soon. I will do what I can to see you off. The Almighty is with you.
Thank you, Tabs. I walk out.
All right. So you guys gather your supplies. Anything you would like to do as you?
What is everyone putting in their bags or their pockets? Anything that catches my eye?
Oh.
I mean, I will probably be going back to like the medical tent, making sure that like I've got everything in my bag, everything's good. Making sure that like all my little vials of medicines and all that, they're all like
The potions.
the potions.
The clinks of the bottles.
Yeah.
in the bags.
yep.
Acetaminophen.
Yep, absolutely. Bandages, all that.
I packed the usual. Add this little tan notebook thing that looks pretty worn out. Shove that in there. I have a book that looks like some sort of holy book of sorts. Shove that in my bag. Did we have pictures? Are pictures a thing?
Yes,
I
guess.
totally
I
watched-
said there were, but it could
Absolutely, we have
be. They're a
pictures.
thing. They're a
I
thing.
totally watched the normal.
We just don't have phones. No phones.
No phones. Pictures, photographs.
Yes.
I linger on a picture for a second, shove that in the bag. So a couple little trinkets, nothing like, oh, what's that? But some personal things.
Yeah. Well, I'm a sniper, so I'm getting like my rifle and ammo and stuff together, but I'm also carefully coordinating my outfits for the mission. So
I can't even.
Do you know what ammo you're getting? That's the other question.
do I know what ammo
Yes,
I'm getting?
you said you're getting ammo, but do you know it's the correct ammo?
I have numbers written down. Is that what we mean?
You guys will have enough for like every day. Basically,
Right.
you guys will have.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
probably will then be leading you around, making sure that like. Wait, I said we know you're a gatherer, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I would probably be like, well, if you need to have, you don't have weapons, do you? I hope you don't have weapons.
No one really did taught me how to use any, so
Good. We'll just skip those. We'll go and get rations. They're in the where we get rations. So I'm like she's
ration
the rations. She's like so like up in arms over having like a child with them. So she's just like
short circuiting.
yeah, yeah. I'm used to having at least 18-year-olds.
Poppy is just asking you all sorts of questions, and she's like, "Are you married? Do you have a boyfriend? Where did you go to school for this?"
I am married. My husband, he's also a lieutenant. Never came up with a name. Never gave it to me. But he is here.
no.
He is here.
have
I love him.
parents'
And usually
My
before you
siblings'
stop, before you finish answering your question, I've already asked another question,
Right.
so it's just kind of like,
Right. I did go to medical school. And again, I don't know where.
How long did you say you've been working here?
Longer than you've been alive.
That's a long time.
It's a very long time, but I love it.
Have you been to Zestershad?
No.
That's where I live. Well, I grew up there.
Wow.
It's, I wouldn't say nice, but some parts of it are nice.
But you love it there?
Do you know they have like catacombs under the city in
Interesting.
there? It's kind of scary.
It seems kind of scary.
My friend D, and I, we walk around, we sneak out in the late hours of the night, and
Oi, Bobby,
yeah,
are you packed?
I
I don't
really have anything
think
to
she
pack.
needs anything.
What do you mean? You need
You
a
gotta make
bedroll.
sure she's got food.
As long as I have like a water skin or
No, you need
water
like
bottle.
a bedroll. You need changes
Oh,
of clothes.
well, yeah, there's a bag right there.
Ah.
Looks like it has everything.
Did you check it?
I've been checking it.
All I've
should
been
learn to
hearing
check
is
her own
chatting.
bags.
Yes, I'm trying to get to know the new what was-
Recruit.
Yeah, no, what
Private.
Private, thank you. I almost said skill. That's not
a skill.
Not
No,
skill.
no skills.
That's why I was
She's a spy.
No.
She said skill.
I'm trying to get to know the new private.
All right. Well, we don't have much time, so
So we're quite ready to go.
back.
Looks like it's packed.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I don't think so. Pray.
Well then, it is now 8:11 a.m. on the same day. You prepare accordingly for your mission, and within the hour, your squad is on the road to Kalavaska Fostet. As you travel through miles of terrain on an intentionally nondescript gray transport, and fly down the roads into the open countryside, your minds wander to your mission, or maybe your loved ones. With this thought, you each realize the gravity of what a mission like this means. Rescues and extraction of your unit in the past has always been easy in, easy out. No force, no fight, just the use of your usual cunning, stealth, and planning. This already feels different. As you contemplate your assignment, what would you like to do as you travel, since you will be on the road for about 3 days?
Oh man.
Mhm.
Oi.
Wow.
All right. We've got to figure out our plan of action. I mean, we don't know really what we're walking into, but we've got to figure something out.
Have you ever done an extraction like this before?
Yeah, we've gathered. No
We've
pun intended.
That's good. That was a good one.
That's what I'm here for. Not really. Let's see. 9 days, 9 days. A lot could have happened in 9 days. And by the time we get there, he'll have been missing 12 days.
Mm-hmm.
He could be dead.
I mean, pray to the Almighty that he's not.
Yay.
Well, first thing, gather as much information as we can once we arrive. Do we know where we want to start with that? I mean, I do. I just want to hear everyone else's opinions.
Absolutely.
I mean, well, first we're going to have to cross the border.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we will have to cross the border.
And there aren't any roads that we can sneak around it, so.
Do we need disguises?
Stealth.
It's not a terrible idea.
It's not.
I, for one, am very stealthy. I don't like to draw attention to myself.
Mm.
I adjust my hat.
You know,
Yes, we've noticed.
if anything, all of our accents are kind of obvious, aren't they?
Aye.
We're trying not to sound like Italians.
The goal is to not really have to deal with anybody.
Oh. And what happens if we do deal with someone?
Oi, that depends.
Oh. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys killed people?
Aye.
How many?
Oh,
A few.
I don't keep track. You try not to dwell on it.
Oh.
You're not saying you want to kill someone.
No, you don't.
Well, no, but that'd be a pretty cool story to take
No.
back.
No. Trust me, it haunts you forever.
Would it?
Taking the life of somebody. I just switched to your accent. Taking the life of somebody, like she said, haunts you for the rest of your life. It's not something that you want to carry on with you.
Oh. All right.
But of course, if you have to kill somebody, then kill somebody. That's kind of what we're here to do.
All right.
But don't do it.
We're not here to kill somebody. We're
Intentionally.
here to take somebody out.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Not out. Take them.
Yes, take
Not
them
take
with
them
us.
out. We've got to be very clear. We're not taking them out.
We are taking them with us.
Yes.
So how are we crossing the border? Have we decided?
Stealthily.
All right.
Well, they're going to ask us questions.
I mean,
What
can
is
we
our
get in
story?
without people, without being questioned? The wilderness.
I don't know.
Well, You could always say we're a family.
I don't think we look like family in the slightest.
No.
What about a book club?
Do you think they'd let us in?
You know, that's a really good idea. I think we should come up with a few more.
Is there anything happening there that would bring travelers? Any social events?
Oh yes. Let me think.
I guess because we're going to balls dressed like this.
Well, I'm always ready, but
That's because you make alterations to your uniform without permission.
I don't need permission. It's fine.
Hi.
Well,
The story of your life. Well, we could. I don't know. I think we go guise of night. Don't be seen, don't be heard. No questions
Sneaky.
asked.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Aye.
All right.
what time is our train getting in? Or
You are on a transport, so it's a vehicle.
so okay. So
You
do we
have
know what
two
time
drivers
we're gonna
unless any
be?
of you took anything to be able to drive, so you
I can.
and CJ would be switching off.
Okay. So then, do we know what time we're gonna be getting in? Like, are we
You
gonna
will
have to wait
probably be
another
there
day?
At like, so you guys left on
We left-
the 11th.
yeah.
You guys would be there like very late at night on January
Okay.
14th.
Okay.
3 days later.
So it'd be perfect. We get there at night, slip in easily, hopefully, quietly,
Well, just let me know if you need anything.
Like
quietly.
what?
Well, like, you know, I can, and I'll like freeze the window a little bit, like anything like that. I can do all of them. So
Can you target it towards someone's mouth, perhaps, so that way they can't scream for help or something? Like if someone's questioning us at the window and they're the only person.
I could certainly try. Do you want me?
Second question: have you tried it before?
No.
I
Shall
don't think
I practice on one of you?
No.
Absolutely not.
We'll use it in case of emergency.
No.
I'm really good. I've been gathering since I was 3.
Oh.
Did you hear about that orphanage that burned down 12 years ago?
I did.
Oh.
That might have been me. It was an accident. That's kind of when my powers manifested. My parents were giving me up, and I don't know, I guess I must have felt something. Everyone was safe, nobody died.
Aye. That's
But
That is very good.
Stroke of luck.
I've been practicing ever since. It's kind of how I survived on Destershad when they, finally left. They died on a train accident leaving Destershad.
Oh.
It's alright. I'm alright. I'm taking care of myself just fine.
How long ago was that?
10 years ago?
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. That's why I don't like going by Davis. I'm not a Davis. They didn't want me to be a Davis.
Poppy it is.
Thanks.
Well,
How did we find you? that's all she's been thinking this entire time.
excellent question.
Well, really, I tell people that I just like the color blue. But I think the school was tired of me, so they had some connections and sent me over. I don't really know the details.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. I've had so much fun. And if they can't handle me, then too bad for them.
It sounds like she got kicked out.
Do I hear that?
Do you?
Do you?
No.
I don't think she wants any pity.
I'm not giving her pity. It's just sad to start so early.
I've got friends. I've got people that care for me.
That's all I've heard.
It's not sad.
Okay.
That's
Glad
how
to
I
have
learned
you.
how to be so good at it.
Aye, survival will make you do that.
Sounds like you know from experience.
It's not easy everywhere, as you've learned. Life is hard. You've got to work hard, get places. survive, keep other people alive. It happens.
Yeah.
So, 3 days later, after continuous travel, resting in cycles, camping just off the sides of the roads, trading off drivers, and stopping during the day only to refuel, you hit an unnamed town near the border. And would you like to be at the wheel, or would you like CJ to be at the wheel?
Sure.
That was an answer to a yes and no question.
Just roll a random thing.
What random thing?
Which was higher at the wheel?
Which dice? 2 d6s. Okay.
Oh.
Eat.
6.
Eat.
8. You are at the wheel.
Getting car sick with you driving like that.
Said there's no main roads.
Will everyone please roll a test of instinct?
Ooh.
You got to tell us what we're doing.
So 2
2d6.
2d6s.
Plus
and then you add your
plus
instinct. Proficiency.
I have terrible instincts.
Same.
What is
Same.
What is
That's
this?
a 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yay, Kiri. Good
So
roll.
I have a
Kiri.
First roll for Carrie.
with my
5 is a fail.
5 is a fail.
I also failed. I got a 4.
6.
6.
Oh, yay! 11. That's a success.
Well then, Poppy, as you are driving down the road, you have at the last stop you convinced everyone to let you sit in the front seat, and you have adjusted that particular side's mirror to be able to see the road behind you, and you see that you are being followed by a transport.
Well, first of all, this is the first time I've ever been in a car. So getting to sit up front, I'm a little like, and then I'm like a dog sticking my head out the window.
Did you let us know that this is the first time you've ever been in a car?
No, probably
Okay.
not. And that's when I noticed with my head sticking out the window, and I'm like, and then I just kind of like will sit there again and watch for a while.
You're making me nervous.
You know, Rona, I think we're being followed.
Adjust my mirror.
They're like not right on us, but they're kind of keeping a distance.
It looks like a transport. Might be harmless.
Should we speed up?
No.
Should we try to lose them?
Do somehow.
I don't know.
I'm not going to drive this out into the forest.
What happens if you take an extra turn? See if they turn with us.
All right.
They say that you'll know you're being followed if you take 4 lefts. They continue to go left with you. That means we're being followed.
Why not right?
Because they could also easily just go right. You can go right if you want. Just pick left or right and go one of them.
Or 4 lefts.
I'll click my blinker on to indicate I am turning left at the next road. The nearest exit.
You see
Make a
their,
left.
You see their blinker go on left.
Well,
Left again?
sure.
They go left as well.
Doesn't look good.
We could explode them.
One more.
Do you want me to shoot them?
I was gonna say, what does our van look like? Like, do we
It's
have
a nondescript gray transport.
cool?
So you guys could be carrying merchandise. You could
Right.
be doing.
But is there
warehouse
any way that our shot over here could easily see out the back into?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a way. She would have to climb to the back. Which,
Okay,
Yeah.
Well,
we could.
one more left. Just to make sure.
All right, Poppy.
And
Angry left.
And they go on straight ahead.
Huh. Well,
Coast is clear, I guess.
No, I'm going to maneuver. Take a left, take a right. Just kind of.
I'll keep my eyes out to see if I can
Everyone roll another test.
the
of instinct.
same.
Either that or we follow them. Make it what?
oh.
Do-
I have a
11.
6.
13.
Great. Great. So the three of you actually.
I'm getting carsick from the
that.
constant turning.
So after you're kind of maneuvering around, you get back on course a little bit according to your maps, and you see the same transport pull up behind you again.
So, I'm gonna. Are there seatbelts?
No.
In Adelia, 10 years before the current campaign,
So,
probably not.
I, without saying a word, will pull myself to sit out of the window. So I'm like sitting on the window, and I look
be
back,
careful.
and I want to make a spike trap I'm assuming it's like a dirt road.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I want to bring up earth in very spikes just in a strip across the road.
Great. Okay.
To flatten their tires.
Great. Roll a test of instinct.
Yeah, success.
Great.
10.
What would I be rolling to counter
You,
that?
if
I
you
have
think,
no
okay,
idea.
so do you think it's a very difficult thing to do, or are you rolling to avoid the
Technique.
spikes?
Rolling to avoid.
The technique.
That would be logic
Probably.
to drive.
Okay. Oh, well, then I gotta hold on.
Resident rule keeper.
Who's at the
Hey.
wheel of this transport?
Me.
No, the other one.
Oh. I was like, I'm driving. I'm probably also like holding onto your
Yeah,
leg.
exactly. I'm probably behind you, like.
They just barely swerve and avoid it, and they are going to shoot at you.
Can
I'd like everybody to please roll an alacrity test so we can begin some combat.
Already? Yeah.
What is an alacrity? Oh,
Yes,
it's
you're
a.
getting-
It's one of the
I
Combat
bet it
from
is.
the car. Okay, I have 10.
Nice.
Do you want us to go in a certain order?
You will go in the order of your alacrity checks. I have to roll for 4 NPCs in the other transport.
Do you
I
want to
can
track
keep-
it, Shay?
I can keep track, yeah. 10,
9.
9,
6.
6, 3.
Oy.
Is
this thing short?
I already did my thing. So
Okay, so their vanguard rolled a 4.
Okay. Wait. 10, 9. That's Rona. Annette. I gotta learn everybody's names.
I know. Sorry.
Sorry.
And Poppy.
Poppy.
Vanguard rolled a 4.
Their displacer rolled a 10.
Okay. Yep.
Their maverick rolled a 10. And their range breaker rolled a 7. Not that you guys
was
would know
yours
what
again?
they are.
Mine was a 6.
Poppy's getting shot. They all go before you.
Yikes.
I will say that it was probably the range breaker that was able to get one shot in before you started, so they would be rolling a logic test, right?
Yep. Rate a technique.
Technique? Okay.
Unless it's like attack.
Great. So they are going to shoot with their rifle.
And the weapon that they have.
The weapon that they have, which I definitely planned. I did actually plan. That is a success. And so And so
Great.
you are going to take
We got the 15-year-old shot.
Yep.
5 damage.
Checks out. And that damage gets taken out of inevitability? Or where was it?
Inevitability. Yes.
Okay.
Those are like your
IP.
health.
Oh, I am wearing armor,
Yep.
so I have a damage reduction.
And remember, all of you
Huzzah.
start with 6.
What is my armor?
Unless you have a bonus of
Yeah, I
persistence.
didn't tell anyone about their armor.
I always forget. What is a what do
light
you?
armor, light armor.
I would have medium.
Yeah.
That's in the rules.
Okay.
Okay.
Medium, and
So I have light.
Oh, I
Wait.
didn't. I have no
you would
idea.
have medium. So that's D4s for us.
So you would
Okay.
subtract 4
Subtract
points
D4
of
from
damage.
the damage you take.
Any damage.
And
Okay.
you guys are subtract D6, I want to say.
Okay.
For the sake of my ease, none of the NPCs have armor.
Let me open it up.
Falstaff's
I'm
a little
pretty
bit over budget right now.
Building giant walls
Right?
Building giant walls
to
and
train on.
sending a bunch of really old people into combat for no reason.
Hilarious.
Oh, he forgot to change it here. In the table, it's light. But if you go to the actual medic thing.
Nate?
It says.
Write that down.
I even told him when we
That's
were
why
talking
I
about
said,
it.
That's
Yep.
why I was like,
Yeah, no, it says medium armor right
great.
there.
I love it.
So the range breaker you see lean out of the passenger seat of their transport and hold up a rifle to you and just nail you in the shoulder.
Yep, I got took 2 points total of damage.
Oh my goodness.
Ow!
Oh my goodness.
Get back inside!
Can I?
All right, who's next up in order?
So at the top of
The top of combat order.
combat order, Gwen.
All right.
All right.
Gwen.
Go.
So,
You can.
Did you get a rundown of what you can do?
yeah. Well, I'm gonna shoot them.
Okay. So
Peek out
we
the,
start
peek out the
with-
back of the transport.
We start
Yeah.
with how much wherewithal? It's 6?
6 plus your persistence.
Okay, so you,
Starts with 9.
Oh,
yeah, so you're gonna start
Okay,
with
so
9.
I start with 9.
Yep.
Okay, so attack is what
Cool.
I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm doing.
Yep. So you're spending
Okay,
2.
So I'm spending 2. So I kind of lean out the window with my rifle and take a shot at the range breaker, who's also outside the window.
great.
So you'll
Love that.
roll 2d6.
Okay, so that's these guys.
Oh no.
3. Do I add anything to it?
Your
Technique. So 4.
Fail.
So that'd be yeah.
That's
Off
a
to
fail.
a
6 and
good
under.
start.
6
Okay.
and under.
So okay, so I spent 2 of those. So
So you
I
can
have
try again if
7
you
back.
want.
Yeah, you
7
can.
left.
You can
Okay.
spend as much as you want on any given turn, but if you spend them all, you're exhausted.
Unless
Basically.
you regroup, which is basically where you would skip your next turn, but you would go
Yes.
back up to full, which is more than what you
Okay.
would for.
And then I have special things.
All that to say, you
Yeah.
don't
Let me
have
look
to
at my special.
You don't have to just do one.
Do this.
Yes.
The special things cost points.
Yes.
Oh, what do
Okay,
they?
yeah.
And sometimes you
here
can
it
only
is.
do them
It
once
should
per
be
battle or
on
once
your
per
list.
round. So
Your specializations, whatever you
It will say on the
okay.
description of it.
So I
Why?
think. Okay, so that's cost 4.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I
This is my
could
first
do
time playing a
another
character with
attack,
specializations.
and then now you don't, and then regroup. Is that all the stuff I can do?
Yeah, as long
Yeah.
as
I love all
yeah.
that.
Yeah, as
All
long
right.
as you're
Yeah.
not. So you're at 7 right now.
So I'm at 7. Okay,
Yep.
so we'll attack again.
Sure.
Yep.
I'm just.
Oh my
Oh,
word.
so still.
So
Same
another
roll.
fail.
We're
Okay.
in a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know
Okay,
what you're doing. This
so-
is
Exactly.
true to your character.
Yep.
I know what I'm doing. Okay. So now.
That's what your uncle said too.
Now I'm gonna do the. Now you don't. So I'm gonna get into the shrouded status.
Ooh.
Shrouded.
So
It's getting down in the bottom of the.
So
It's the
that's
hat. She's like,
4.
Oh
Yeah. 2, 3, 4. So I'm at 8,
perfect.
which means I have 1 point to regroup. So I've used up everything.
Great.
But I'm
That's
now
really fine.
shrouded.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next turn you will skip, but you will go back up to, I believe,
13. She's got 13 as a
Okay.
max. Yeah.
Great.
Cool. So
Awesome.
Regrouping.
that
Great.
is it.
So you duck
Okay,
down
so
behind
Congrats.
Yep.
the canvas of the transport. You are no longer visible except for the little barrel of your rifle.
All right.
All right.
The
Is
displacers.
that the end of your turn?
That is all I
Alright,
can
who's
do.
up?
Displacers.
You're a displacer. I'm displacer.
Not me.
All
yours.
right. Displacers use logic, right?
Yep.
I would do that.
Okay. So that's a success.
Uh,
The
don't wanna
displacer's
hear
gonna
that.
try to
Oh.
shoot at one of your tires.
Stop it.
So,
do I get
and they are going to
a reaction?
To get
They're
Defend.
going
that
to
game.
use
Defend.
their coil shot actually.
But it's not me getting attacked. It's the
Can you do a
vehicle.
defend?
You can defend.
Cover can't defend.
But the car, it's the car.
Yeah, so that's
Can
3
we roll
points
for the
to
car?
just the edge of your tire. It just kind of grazes the side. And you feel it as you're driving, Rona. But you keep moving. And it's because you know how it is when
Realistic noises.
tires get popped, they don't always deflate right away. So because,
Correct.
as long as you are moving, you guys are going to be just fine. Unless they completely blow it off.
Don't speak it into existence.
Okay. So that
keep
is
swinging.
going to be attack costs 2, so they have 3 left. And they are just going to. Displace is going to attack again. This time they are going to.
The one
Try.
person invisible in the vehicle.
Oh no.
Their displacer. Actually, no, they wouldn't have been able to attack with a coil shot because they're driving. So it would have been pistol.
Oh.
And I'm going to give them. Can you please roll a d4?
I
This
don't
is
have one.
stuff that I am making up as I go.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
if you try to shoot anything, Rona,
Nice.
they will also be rolling a d4 to deduct.
Okay.
Because you're driving.
Because you're driving, so it's harder. And I'm going to say that it deducts from the actual roll. So let's see if that affected anything.
So four's
Sorry, I
good,
have so
right?
many charts
Yeah.
here, guys.
Yeah.
No, you're
Bear with
fine.
me.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
have
so
all the.
We're just living in the
roll.
moment.
We are. We're just.
We love this.
Right.
I'm gripping the steering wheel.
It's your world. We're just living in
And
it.
how many did that deduct?
Four.
Four?
I rolled good.
It's still a success. So,
Whoa.
But I rolled good.
and they would have attacked
Not good
with the
enough.
pistol, so it's actually only, it's 4 points of damage to your tire instead of 3. Okay.
How many points can our tires do?
Yeah.
That's a big question, which I'm going to be answering in my head as we go.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
It's the part of the improv. This is an improv game, guys.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
will find out.
Cool. I'm just going to make a note somewhere. I wish I had paper in front of me. That's fine.
Do you want paper?
Yes.
I have extra
You have.
papers.
You can use the back of this one.
Awesome. I'm just going to
Here's
use
the
this
pen.
for
Yep.
chicken scratch notes.
We love chicken scratch.
That's why I have papers.
Cool. Love chickens.
I was like,
Good
was
to
that
know.
a chicken noise?
All right.
I love my chickens. Oliver does
All
a
right.
really good chicken noise.
Who's up next?
You Maverick. You're Maverick.
My Maverick.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, we did not roll well.
Ay, ay, ay.
I mean,
My
I rolled
Maverick
good.
can use technique, I believe, right? To shoot things, right?
Yes.
Great.
Sure, yeah.
That'll be.
Coffee's
That's
kicking in.
success. And the Maverick is going to try to shoot toward whoever is in the back of the transport that they can see, which would probably be against
Where's CJ?
CJ. So
Not the old
that
lady.
would be a success, and that's going to be 2.
I'm too busy doing this to like make sure that Poppy's not either
Yeah,
falling out the
yeah.
window or getting shot again.
Just like
None of that.
hiding on the floor.
Right. I'm just
This is too real. This is too real.
Listen, ladies. Been doing this a long time. Been doing this a long time.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So you hear a big boom
Oh.
from the Maverick's SMG.
No big booms.
No.
And,
No thanks.
CJ gets hit right on her ear, and takes 11 points of ability. And the Maverick is going
know.
to shoot
I
again,
gotta remember.
because I think they can do that.
Yeah, it depends on how much wherewithal they have. Like,
All of them have the
Uh-huh.
exact same wherewithal,
also
because
try.
I don't want to keep track of it.
Because reasons.
And that is going to be a success. So it hits her again, this time in the shoulder, and she takes another 10 points.
ooh, CJ.
Uh-oh.
No bueno.
You see her get really angry too,
Oh?
which is not normal for her. And that's going to be the end of the Maverick's turn.
It is Rona's turn. Get us out of here, Rona.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to roll for the displacer who is driving their vehicle as she's shooting. If you choose to attack, not only do the other people get to deduct from if you shoot, but also they have to roll to make sure that the transport doesn't fly off the road. So I'm gonna make that a persistence check across.
Snake eyes. Snake eyes.
Okay, yeah, they swerve a little bit into it. They swerve a little bit into a ditch, but they do recover.
Alright, so what is our terrain?
Your terrain is a dirt road.
But around the dirt road.
Around the dirt road, I would
Forest,
say that there are
fields.
there's some sparse shrubbery. There's like not a ton of houses out here because this is kind of on the edge of Adelia before you get to Falstadt.
Meadows or
Meadows.
forest?
More forest than anything. I'll say. I could be
Sparse
so wrong
forest.
about that. Sorry, Nate.
Nate, meadows or forest? Also, I need to shout out, hi Oliver! He's been trying to say hi to me.
Oh,
Oliver's 2, and he's sad I wasn't talking to him.
Aww.
we
I
love you,
won't,
Oliver.
I won't ask the other question that he also asked. Is your dishwasher clean or dirty?
The dishwasher's dirty. Anyway, okay. Can I? Hi, Dina. There's
First,
a doggy.
are you going to attack?
I will first attack. I'm just trying to think as a driver, like what I can do, what I need to roll for that kind of thing. I will first throw a pulse grenade at them from out the window. So I'm going to take a second, let go of Poppy, because I see Annette has her. I got the names. I'm going to grab hold of the steering wheel with one hand, and fun fact, while I write with my right hand, I do sports with my left hand, in real life and in character. So I'm going to take, I try, the grenade, and I'm just going to reach out the window, keep us a little steady, and I'm just going to chuck it back there.
Great.
Great.
Right, your throwing arm is great, but
We'll
we're...
still need to roll.
Sure.
And you'll still need to roll a logic check for that.
That's
and then you'll
still
also
2.
need to roll to keep the transport on the road, but there will be no deduction from your
Great,
attack
that's
roll
right.
because
It's
they
a
just
pass.
swerved.
Okay, 8.
Your logic is so.
I know.
Yeah, that's a
I
pass.
poured into it. I poured
That's a
into
pass.
it. I had some good advice. Sorry, bumped the mic.
Where were you aiming for?
Like right into the transport. Is it an open transport or is it a closed canvas?
They've got a windshield. It is a little bit. It's kind of
like a
convertible.
GB.
Yeah, kind of like a.
I'm trying
Jeep.
to throw it.
Love that.
Trying to throw it in. Okay.
In
Great.
or under, wherever
Yes, and
it
then
lands, I'm happy.
Roll a persistence to keep the car on the road as you do.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
5. Okay, so you do swerve a little bit as you throw it, but the throw
Checks out.
is surprisingly very,
That's
very
because I
clocked.
focused on the throw,
And
not
it
the.
gets their windshield. How much damage does that do?
Ooh, stuns for 2 rounds.
Okay,
No damage. Just
because it hit the windshield. What? It
Did we just do nothing? Did it at least
I
crack
would say
the
it
windshield?
shatters the glass.
Yeah.
And then I'll give them another persistence roll to try to keep the car on the road.
Sure.
And their persistence sucks. So that's a fail, and they swerve even more.
Love
And
that.
they're like kind of like really struggling in the ditch on the other side of the road now.
I love that.
Okay. And then. I'm trying to figure out what I can do with this vehicle to lose them. Let's get us out of here. I've tried to get us out of here. I guess I will literally step on the gas. All the way.
All
Pedal
right.
to the metal.
Facts. Okay.
To the
Go
floor.
as fast as you can go. And I will say that
Yikes.
who's next in the turn?
Range breaker.
Range breaker. Okay. Let's see.
Like, while-
if anybody could
while they get a
you
little-
guys, it would be the
Yeah.
range breaker.
That's
So I'm
what
gonna
you
give them
know
one more
why.
chance, and if
But now they're like a little bit stunned.
Yeah,
they're a little
they're kind of
swervy.
almost-
I'm shooting now.
Oh, okay, great. So the range breaker is going to. Poppy, did you successfully climb back into the vehicle
No,
yet?
it's not been my turn
It's not your
yet.
turn yet. Oh well, they're gonna shoot at you.
We're
again.
still holding
we're
on
holding
to her.
And I just kind of like lost my balance for a second as we sped up and swerved.
She's holding
They're
on to
going
you.
like crap.
Good. Good.
Um,
Yes, keep it up. Hi, Dina. Would you like to sit with us?
Okay. Range breakers use technique or logic? Logic?
Technique.
Technique. Okay. Well then, yeah, that hits, and you take
Oy.
6 points of damage,
So
but you subtract a
question.
d4 from
I would say, so question. I have a specialization that is redirecting the damage from her to me.
Okay.
You jump in front of it.
Because I've got so many things.
Is your turn next?
I don't know when my turn
What
is.
is
Yes, your turn
her
is
turn
next.
is next? I will
Oh.
say that.
Because I don't know how that
anything for that?
specialization works.
Do
It
you
just
have to roll anything for that?
no.
Oh, okay. Well, I will say that if you would like to just make that call now, that you can
Yes.
go ahead. Great.
Yeah.
And you take the damage for it. How do you do that?
That's a good question.
Because if you're like right behind me,
You're
I'll
holding
pop out
on.
the window instead.
That's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Hop out the window.
Is
to
literally
shove her
just
head
use
in.
myself as a shield.
Great. So I'd say that your turns are now happening simultaneously.
Love that. How much damage was that?
It was supposed to be 6 points of damage, but you would have to subtract your armor.
It's now 2.
Okay.
Woo, girl!
Go ahead and take it then.
Thank you.
And then the range breaker is going to shoot one more time at Poppy.
I'm gonna assume it's just a one-time thing too, like per turn.
Probably once per turn.
Yeah, it's not like
I would
Is it
said
once
in
per
the.
battle or once per turn?
I don't know. It's
sure.
not
And
said.
And that is a.
I could have used the
chronic-
skill.
Wait, no. Is that a no? That's a fail.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of the range breaker's turn.
It's Annette's turn.
That was the way it works, says the historian.
The
great.
The OG
Great.
historian approves. I
Um,
forgot my
yeah.
I
skill.
know flubbing some things, but you know.
It's your game, you can.
Yeah, it just says redirect
Sorry.
damage of the attack that's targeted to an
Great,
adjacent
and
ally
you took the
to
wherewithal
myself.
out for that?
There is no wherewithal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
Medics
awesome.
don't have to spend that much on their specializations because triage is so expensive.
Yeah.
That is really valid.
They're like basically sacrifice yourself to make sure that this person doesn't bleed out. Cool.
story mechanics of
So
What else would you like
I
to do?
remember my skills.
That's your turn
I
now.
am then going to. There's not a lot I can do. I have a little pistol. I'm probably
Pew, pew.
then going to.
Do it. Shoot a tire. Pew pew pew.
How would you take if I pull her in the rest? Because it has not been your turn yet, right? How I would
it
like to
was just
pull
your
her
turn.
back into. No, it wasn't hers yet. So she's basically first. I would like to pull her back into the vehicle. So I don't know if I have to spend anything for
I
that.
would say that would be a free action if she is willing.
Okay. I pull her in, and then I'm going to. Is there? Do we have like I said? Do we have a window in the back of our van?
You guys have a back window
Okay.
and like side windows on
Okay.
all sides.
Because I would like to try
with
to
options
use.
for pulling down shades if you would
Oh,
like.
perfect.
She's just like hiding under the canvas.
back window.
I would like to try to use my pistol and shoot the driver
Ooh, okay.
from the back of the
Great.
car.
Go for it.
Okay, so that is
Windshield's
2.
shattered, so
Exactly. So I've got a better. Please. I've been doing so bad.
Ay, caramba.
Ah! Yes. That's an 8.
Oh,
So then
nice.
it is
How much damage?
4.
Great. All right.
and they're not wearing armor. What kind of soldiers are these?
What kind of soldiers are? That's what I said.
Underfunded
Yep.
Falstad soldiers. That's what.
So yeah, I'm shooting the driver,
Okay.
trying to get as close to trying to hit him in the head.
Oh, okay. Well, you definitely get them in the head, but it's not like a
That's
frontal
fine,
lobe
yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
You definitely just like graze like their temple like this, and I will make them. Can you roll another D4?
A D4.
For me? Yep.
That's a 1.
Yeah, they completely swerve off the road and hit a tree.
Good.
Yeah. Good job, ladies.
Yeah.
So I assume that you're still gunning it down the
Oh,
road?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Second
Okay.
lieutenant.
Nice job.
And then I
Yeah.
think I would try to get off the main road again.
Sure.
While like we're able to get out of sight and out of their
Yes. Okay.
knowledge.
So, as the dust settles on the road behind you, you infer that the border control of Falstadt is a bit more aware of Adelian-make vehicles than you previously believed. Your guard now up, you proceed to wind through the roads. They are dirt, but it's also kind of icy. Knowing that time will not be on your side for this mission. You begin to discuss your next moves as you continue your route to the border, and what you will do when you inevitably encounter Falstadt soldiers as you pass into your rival nation. Corporal Timothian turns to you, Gwendolyn. If Border Patrol was on to us with just driving down the road, we're going to be screwed if we don't have a plan.
So they recognized our vehicle. So we should fix that. Clearly.
Either that or we.
It's a shame we
Ditch
should have
it.
stolen the vehicle from the other guy.
I mean, go back.
Could we go back? I
Yeah.
think we need
Right.
a new mode of transportation.
We could just take it on foot. How much farther are we?
That is kind of what I was originally suggesting.
I mean, we're about...
I'm actively holding the air in the tire that was popped. So
How far are we
a
from
few
the
hours still.
walk or drive?
Driving.
We'll drive as close as we can get, and then walk.
stay to the back roads. I'll keep my eye out if anyone else shows up.
And then we've got to sneak in on foot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
In the deed of night.
Unless, is there a vehicle we could steal?
I suppose we could keep an eye out for
Keep an
one.
eye out. Keep an eye out for a vehicle we can commandeer.
Thank you, Gwendolyn.
Yes.
Thank you, Gwendolyn. It's a great idea.
I know.
And with all of the
Because you
talk
thought of it.
plans and things, we are going to go ahead and take a break. We will see you in about 20 minutes.
This is our time to come up with.
And we are back. Hashtag girl gang. So, last we left off, our group just foibled a Falstaff Border Patrol transport. Thank you.
Poppy's
foibled a-
vocabulary is not that big.
She wouldn't have used foibled.
So our group of secret operatives known as Quixsand just foibled a Falstaff Border Patrol transport. We're spies. It is now January 14th, later that same day, 6:07 AC. Unless you all had anything to talk about, it is now around 11:37 p.m.
How close are we now to the border?
Hours more on the road have passed.
Thanks for holding me up
So we're
back there.
Your vehicle, a bit banged up and sporting a few bullet holes, which Lieutenant Stratford will not fail to notice when you get back, slows as you approach the border checkpoint. Only one small station wagon is on the road in front of you. The small checkpoint has guards milling around the area, unless you guys were trying to avoid.
We were trying to avoid the checkpoint.
We're trying to avoid it?
Mhm.
Okay, so how would you like to do that?
Before any checkpoint is within a visual range.
Great, I'll say that you're about 5 miles before.
Okay.
5 miles before you would reach that. You were looking for a possible change of vehicle.
Change of vehicle and or on foot.
I think we go on foot and look for a vehicle on the way.
All right.
Shall we?
I'm going to look for a place to park in the woods that the vehicle fits enough that it's just out of the way, maybe
Sure. You want to
nondescript.
obscure it a little bit?
Yep.
Fix up the tire, perhaps?
I would assume that we are all in like civilian clothes. Like
Yeah.
we are not.
You would
in
have
our
had a set of
uniforms.
civilian.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Let's go in our blues.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, our badges ablazing.
So we're looking for a car.
To steal or sneak into? Could we do that?
You could definitely do
I
that.
feel like if we steal one this close, they're just going to walk to the border and say that someone stole their vehicle.
But it's also like
Midnight.
11 o'clock at night. It's almost midnight.
If there's just a car sitting around, they don't have to know. If we're quiet enough, remember we're being sneaky.
Or do we
Correct.
try? And that's not it. Nope.
We lost it!
Gotta get into character. Get into character.
You got it.
The
You got
deed
it.
of
You got it,
night.
girl. You got it.
The deed of night.
The deed of night.
You
Oh,
have the
nah.
chance to change your fate.
It would ya? Don't recommend doing that.
Changing your fate.
I don't know what I was saying anymore. Lost it. Done. Lost that train of thought.
Finding a vehicle.
Or
Are we nearby a town?
There are a few houses around. A
Houses
little bit
with
off the road,
vehicles.
but
could we walk through the border?
Is there a wall?
Could we
Not
climb?
everywhere.
not really. I mean, there's. I heard there's barbed
How-
wire fencing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How
there would be
far is
bar-
our destination past it? Past, like, would a
about-
car be helpful?
Yes, they would. Yeah, it's about like 30 minutes
Would it be helpful?
by car from the border.
Okay.
Either that or we're burrowing under.
I could help with that. But it's still pretty far, so
Mm-hmm.
we'd want a car anyway, whether we get a car on this side of the border or on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Would everyone roll? Let's say Would this be Shane just goes for it.
It doesn't matter.
Would it be like instinct or logic, you think, if you're looking for a car? I would say instinct.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How about logic?
How about persistence?
I don't know. Yeah, let's go with persistence. We'll go with persistence.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
10.
6.
10.
10.
Because it's my idea. I want it to be successful.
The old lady and the child.
Great.
I'm
so
trying to make her
you
feel part of the
see
group.
About like maybe you would estimate a mile in the distance. Those of you who had successful rolls, you see a farmhouse that has a pretty large barn next to it, and you infer that there might be some sort of vehicle in there.
A tractor.
You guys crossed the board in a tractor.
Cute.
I spot a barn that might have a vehicle we can use. Shall we head in that direction?
Let's do it stealthily though, because if those farm hands are awake late at night, we wouldn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yes,
Rustle any feathers.
needn't worry. I'm very stealthy.
We could just move
Yes.
like a cool.
She's jingling a little bit with the jewelry.
So you guys make your way to this farmhouse, and it is padlocked on the front.
I can help with that, maybe. Well,
Stealthily.
Don't
know
burn
about
it.
stealthily.
Don't burn it down. But you could heat up the metal.
Could.
I'll
don't
start
know if I
picking
could-
the lock.
Yeah.
I give you a second to think about it. I'm just gonna start picking the lock.
Roll a logic check.
Yeah, girl.
14, 15.
You pick it easily. As that
It
discourse
falls
is
off
I was
as you
like
look at it.
thinking about it like, I could, and it just
and she opens it.
Oh, good job.
I like mechanics. Mechanisms.
That would be mechanics.
Things that move.
That's
So
our mechanical.
yeah, I just start opening the barn door.
I know
CJ
how
helps you
to
'cause it's
operate
like two
things.
sliding doors that you can like
Yeah.
slide open.
Quiet.
You see a like kind of like covered thing in the corner.
Go on over.
Yeah.
It's not a coup.
We uncover it.
Great. You uncover what seems to be a
Like
small
The
station
black
wagon.
and white.
Oh.
All four
Milk?
tires are flat,
Oh.
A cow.
Oh,
a cow.
and you're not
That's what
sure
I
if the
said.
engine runs.
Okay.
What?
There's a small
um,
station wagon that you uncover in the corner,
Oh, cute.
and all four tires seem to be flat, and you're not sure if the engine runs.
if we can patch the tires, I can fill them with air.
I start crawling under the engine.
Fantastic.
First, I'll
Perfect.
check the hood. I'll pop the hood, look inside the top.
I guess. Look
Do they-
around for
Do
something
they have
to patch
cans
the
of Fix-A-Flat?
Yes.
CJ is kind of your buddy, so she's handing you
12.
tools. Yeah. Great. Amazing.
I'm looking for something to patch the tires.
Great.
I'll tinker under.
I don't
in,
know what to
through.
use, but I'm looking.
Great.
Right.
You managed
Both of us
to
are looking.
get it running with
I
no
don't know
keys.
what I'm looking for.
You are now slightly concerned that the sound might awaken somebody in the nearby farmhouse. So time is of the essence.
Oh,
Um,
I'll start one by one, filling up the tires so that you can see where the holes are.
okay.
I mean, if you
And I-
melt it. If you melt
That's what
the
I'm trying
tire-
to.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, like rubber's earth, technically. I'll try to see if I can melt the tires.
Is rubber.
And like melt the hole shut.
Yeah, I'll consider it an earth thing. Yeah, great. Instinct
Rubber
check.
comes from like trees, right?
Yeah,
That's what Minecraft
instinct,
taught me.
instinct test. Go for it.
I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Queen.
that's
Are you basically making tires out of the earth?
Yep.
15 total.
Amazing. It works.
Or
I don't know
maybe
how long
just,
it'll
like,
last,
yeah,
but it'll work.
yeah. Great.
Perfect.
We'll do that with each one.
All right.
Amazing.
CJ slides the doors open a little
So
bit more
much.
so that way you guys can get out of there.
Pop it in neutral so we don't start the engine.
Oh, it's
Get
already
it.
running.
Oh,
my
well, let's
God.
go.
Get in.
Let's go.
Get in.
Probably get people
Just
in the
then
house.
you see lights flicker on in the
Gwendolyn's
farmhouse.
already in the car.
Let's go.
Are we ready?
Probably scribble a note.
I'm already driving.
So sorry.
Adelia needs you.
We will try to bring it back. But no names.
Do you actually scribble a note?
Yes.
Okay, great. Where do you put the note?
Why?
Is there like a work desk or
Yeah,
something like that?
there's
Yeah,
there's
something like that.
a tool counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's neither clever or smart.
Just then, you all just
No
notice that
names.
there's a cow like staring at you in the corner of the barn, just like
Love that.
as the car starts moving, it goes. I'm sounding the alarm.
I say, move back.
And you guys hitch out of there just as you're pulling out of the driveway back onto the main road, you see a farmer come out of the house just like shaking his fist at you and screaming at you.
Teens.
Quiet.
Use.
It is about that moment that you realize that this is a very nice car. It's just old.
I could get used to this.
So what's our story?
Shoot. Well, we're headed to where's my notes?
Kalavaska?
Kalavaska for
A knitting convention.
no
Um,
farm.
We shouldn't make up events if
They're not.
we don't know if they're
happening.
actually happening.
does anyone know anyone there?
No.
Would any of
Not
us
in the
know any?
slightest.
Would any of us know anybody?
CJ pulls out her map,
Do we?
and you know, I think the map says there's only 5 people that live there.
We don't know them.
Probably
We've
not.
got a
We
population
could
of
say
5.
that we're going to see a doctor. That's not necessarily a lie. And
True. Is there a doctor there?
I mean, we're going to rescue one, aren't we?
So there is a doctor.
What if
There
we're
is.
going to the next main town? We have to pass through.
We're passing through.
Then the next main town would be
Insert town here.
insert town here. We will reveal that town on T7. The Mafia. Oh,
The next big town.
easy enough.
are we trading anything? Are we visiting family, friends?
A doctor. Oh. Speaking of doctor, we should hide that.
I mean, my head really hurts right now. So, you know,
Maybe you get down in the back. We'll cover you up with a blanket.
that's probably a good idea.
How about you two?
Okay.
You're
Yeah, you're still bleeding
Oh.
on your shoulder.
I didn't even realize.
All right, down we get.
That's pretty cool. That's my first war injury. Do you think I'll have a scar?
Most likely.
Probably.
We'll fix you up then. Get down. Get.
All right, so off to
Yeah.
see a doctor.
To see the doctor.
Off for a doctor, but why?
All right. So
How
are you
did
guys?
they? Are they going to ask questions on how you got the injuries?
They're hiding.
They're hiding.
We're hiding in the back, right? You were hiding in the back as well.
And they'll stay hiding unless someone points them out.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you're a doctor, so you
Yes.
do the talking of what kind of doctor things.
So we're looking to find the doctor, or we're bringing patients for the doctor?
I mean, you look like you're gonna go work for the doctor.
You are the doctor. Going to go work for a
town.
doctor.
Who are we then? Why are we here?
Nurses, I say from the back.
We're assistants.
Nurse assistants? Good work.
Or in medical school.
Aye, students.
Pupils. I love it.
So we're going to insert town here because they've got
We got medical students.
they've got educational
Training, yes.
establishments.
Training and what's the word? I lost the word.
Or
that was
foreign
gonna
exchange students.
use. I love it.
You know what?
Research.
We'll let Hughes do the talking.
So I get up close to CJ.
She's like
Like
covered
we're
in
under the blanket
underneath.
together, like as close as possible. So how do you know Rona?
I've known her since I've been here,
Which is how long?
which is about 3 years.
Your friends?
I'd say so.
Is she always that kind of sticky?
Kind of what now?
Sticky.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I am, but not quite near as frequent as her.
Is she nice?
Deep down, yeah.
Softy.
Oh,
Cool.
so cute.
Don't tell her I said that, though.
Freeze the mouth.
How's that?
In an emergency.
Just going to drive like
All right, so you guys
casual.
reach the border.
I'm gonna turn on the radio.
Great.
Are we in a trunk or like a hatchback?
Probably hatchback.
Station wagon.
No, that's right. We're in a
would
state. We're
have,
not in
like,
our
a
car
trunk.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I are probably in the trunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the trunk. In the trunk.
Love that.
With a lot of blankets and whatever
Yep.
bags we
So if
had
they open the
over.
trunk, it's just bags.
Mm-hmm.
Blankets and bags.
All right. So, there's another small station wagon in front of you as you approach the border checkpoint.
I've been there for a long
I was thinking that.
Sorry,
I can't see it.
I
I
tripped a
trunk.
little bit. I planned something but needed to know where it was gonna go. So, the checkpoint has guards milling around the area. Fences of metal poles and barbed wire line the road on either side of you. They're about. Hold on, let me change that number real quick. Checking my chart.
If there's a problem, knock 4 times so we know.
All
They're
right.
about.
Otherwise, stay quiet.
There are about 6 soldiers or so that you can see.
But not you.
And they sport the Crimson Jack Grey Falstaff uniforms. Not much happens here at this hour. The soldiers appear relaxed, but they are most definitely armed. As you approach, one with a stern expression and noticeably bushy eyebrows, with extra red details on his uniform, addresses you. He gives you one glance, Rona, and looks down at his writing board. State your citizenship and present identification.
I don't actually know where I'm from. I'll look to
Wouldn't
you.
she be from Gale?
I don't know. I do not
Isn't
remember
Gale
this world.
No.
No.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Insert country.
I totally know the world of this.
We would have been
Caravan.
given identification,
Yeah,
right?
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hand over my identification while looking to you
Mhm.
for the speaking.
Mm-hmm. And where am I? Am I in the back still?
No, you're next to me.
I would say
Okay.
you would be in the passenger
Okay.
seat, probably.
Okay.
Are we passing through? We're going into Falstaff
You were going
Yep.
into Falstaff.
from
Adelia.
Adelia.
And we're still friendly. We're not complete.
Ilona.
Yes.
Yep.
Which side? Girl, I don't know.
The
South-
side that
south or
makes
north?
sense. The side that makes sense for this scenario.
I really don't know.
Great. Let's say Zolt. We're going from somewhere from Zolt.
Sure.
So we're all coming from Zalton?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Amazing.
Ready to go.
Cool. Good evening. I was sent word that I needed to come across the border. There are some patients that I needed to see. Do you need my paperwork as well?
Yes. Everyone in the vehicle.
Okay.
We'll
You're also up. I was saying. and
we
then-
have fake ones.
How many are in your party?
There's just 3 of us.
Where is
I have
your
my assistant here and my driver.
purpose of traveling into Falstaff?
Like I said, I was called because of
I'm
medical
just
emergency.
going off my clipboard.
I know.
then.
I understand. It is very late. We got turned around. I lost my bags. We were trying to get gas, and all of my
do
stuff
not
was
need
stolen.
your sub story. What is your length of stay?
I'm hoping just a week, but who knows?
Are you in possession of any weapons or illegal substances?
I have medical equipment, and I pull and it clearly says medic.
All right. Is there anything in the trunk that I should be aware of?
I think some old blankets, but that's it.
Mind if I take a look?
Sure.
Pop the trunk. Is the
He
button
pops
there?
the hood.
The trunk.
No, not the hood. The trunk. You
The
were
trunk.
correct. He pops
If you
the
put
hood. They're that dumb at this hour. Oh,
train.
man.
The head of the train.
Where is my
The
guy?
head of the
The
train.
keys of the train.
Uh-oh.
And then while he's like doing that, I'm like pretending to yell at you as my driver. If you wouldn't have gotten turned around miles back there, we wouldn't be in this situation. We'd be there at dawn rather than the end of night. I'm like trying to like make him think
He
that.
starts to look at what he thinks is something moving underneath the window.
And I'm also secretly praying.
And
Happy,
then
stay still.
he hears all of this argument and he just sighs and just slams the trunk shut. And so he walks back over. Will you please keep the jibber jabber to a minimum?
Yes, I'm sorry. It's late.
It
I'm
is
tired.
late and we do not want to be here either.
Yes.
Understood.
Sir.
Understood. Thank you.
If we find out that you are illegal in any way, consequences will be followed.
Absolutely. This isn't the first time I've done this.
Please sign here.
And I like my little fake whatever.
A doctor scribble.
Yeah.
And he has all of the rest of you that he can see sign. And he like looks one last glance toward the trunk. Have a good night.
Good evening.
And you make it through the border checkpoint.
Yeah, I like quickly say a small prayer to myself. Thank the Lord Almighty.
As you enter Falstadt in the dead of night, around 12:11
The
a.m.
deed of night.
The deed of night. The only light ahead of you in the wasteland are the headlights on your transport, lighting about 400 feet in front of you. You estimate, Rona, that you'll have half an hour before you'll reach the city limits. However, your fuel is running low. In the distance, small streams of smoke steadily rise, blocking the low light of the stars on Caravan's horizon. What would you like to do?
Well, we don't got long. We'll run out of fuel. We'll either have to abandon it or, I don't know, find somewhere
How are we
with
going to get
fuel.
back out?
We could get fuel on our way back.
Oh, she's not. She's in the trunk. Just kidding. She didn't say that. And you can...
Does it have one of those like fold
Yeah, I
down,
was just
like,
thinking that fold down in the back
Yeah.
seat.
What do we need?
Fuel.
Oh,
Can we just buy some?
Absolutely.
Possibly.
gas station nearby.
Everybody roll and a say beam into it. Everybody roll a persistence.
Yeah.
Oh.
8.
Nice.
13.
8.
8.
Okay. You guys see a very dimly lit fuel station.
How about
Is
that?
up the road in front of you. What would you like to do?
Does this place sell snacks?
There's a small shack.
We can go look.
Well, I'll pull up to the single fuel
It
pump.
is one pump
One fuel pump.
and a very small shack.
I didn't bring any money, so I was just joking, but
We'll get something. We have to pay for the gas anyway.
Do we?
There's a
Yes.
sign on the shack and it says, "Welcome. Please come inside." In
do
about
we-
3 different languages.
Does anybody
Hopefully one that
have
we can read.
an empty bottle?
Empty bottle.
I do.
Just wanted to set some gas aside.
Literally bottles.
Yeah.
Aw, little bottle.
So I'll fill up this whatever small
I'm assuming you have
bottle
to pay.
of gas,
Cute.
and I will just like tuck it in my backpack.
Great.
That's not scary.
When you enter this small shack, it's
I'll go in to get.
When you enter this small shack, it is a mini mart of sorts, but it's incredibly run down. And
Love
there
that.
appears to be no one inside.
Is there like a bell or a?
Yes.
Okay. I go and like ring the bell.
There's no answer.
Alright.
I like look around.
But there is a bin for the money. For the,
Oh,
for the
is
fuel.
there money in it?
Yes.
Wow.
And it says, "For fueling up."
Is there any type of security?
No?
Just take the money.
Absolutely not.
They're very trusting around here.
They are very trusting.
Well, I'll go fuel up.
Feel like it's a trap.
Free
but I don't trust that.
I'll go fuel up. I don't care what happens to the money bin. Not my problem.
That's fine.
I'm looking through the snack options.
What would
Pretzels?
Poppy's favorite snack be?
Would she have ever had snacks? Like,
Yeah! I told you people take care of me.
do you? Okay, I don't believe you. You told me that you
Pretzels.
burned down your.
Pretzels? Okay. You can you roll a persistence check for me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
12.
Oh yeah. You see that there is a soft pretzel. Like in
Is
the
it
corner.
is it warm?
No, but like
moldy?
it probably was this morning.
Oh, interesting.
Like it looks
So
pretty
somebody
fresh.
somebody
full set pretzel.
was here at some
And
point.
it's like a row of like really nice pretzels on this counter that are like covered with just like a little cloth.
I'll like pick one up and I'm like, do you have the money to pay for this? I don't really know how much
You
it
also
is.
see there's like a few loaves of bread and some eggs, like just kind of lining the shelves a little bit.
Interesting.
Where do you think the owner is?
I don't know.
Maybe taking a nap. It's pretty late at night.
Asleep.
Probably. I'm like nervous about this place. I don't like it.
Why would you be nervous?
I don't know. I don't know.
I take a
giving
bite
me-
of the pretzel. Are you paying for it or not?
Yes, I would pay for it. I like have like
An
a little
alarm goes up. No, just
Woo, woo, bars on the door.
bars on the door.
No.
Do you want to look around for anything fishy?
Yeah, I want to
Okay,
look behind the counter.
Roll a logic check for me. A logic test, excuse me.
10.
Yeah, it seems relatively normal.
Waiting to find like a dead body.
You see a greeting card that says "Welcome to Kalawaska" on the counter,
This
and
is
it
so
looks like
sweet.
it was hand stamped.
I love this. Okay. Yeah.
Is there anything
I like-
else useful in the store that we
You
should
see
get?
a lovely, like, hand woven scarf in the corner,
Cute.
and it's not super expensive either.
I'll take it.
Do you purchase it?
Good question. What would this character do?
That's up to you, girl.
feel like.
How much is it?
It's probably equivalent of like $15 in this
All
world.
right, I'll buy it.
Love that.
This is really good.
I also grabbed like a chocolate bar
Great.
and just put money in. And I also, is there a sign saying how much gas it cost?
Yes, there's
Okay.
like a sign on the fuel pump
Okay.
that says like this is how much
Cool.
it costs per gallon, and it has like one of those tickers so it can like change prices.
Perfect. I like pop my head out. Rona, how much have you spent so far on gas?
It's 12 gallons.
Okay. And then I
She does the math.
I do the math. I put 12 gallons worth of money plus the pretzel
It's
and the chocolate.
surprisingly cheap.
Right?
Like
I would love that.
You're very much confused as to why everything
Right.
in this establishment.
Like, why
is
am I
so
paying
cheap.
$5
but
for
so
12
good.
gallons of gas? Yeah.
And she did check. It is real fuel.
Yep.
I love that. Cool.
Grabbing a chocolate.
Okay. The second chocolate bar.
All right, let's go.
Should we sleep first or
No,
no? We're gonna
Probably
keep
not.
going?
absolutely not. We don't have time for that.
I told
Obviously,
I
somebody
told,
knew we were
I told
coming
the I told the border we have a week.
Obviously, somebody knew we were coming. We don't have time.
I think we take
Absolutely.
shifts driving, nap when we're not.
Yeah, CJ, it's your turn.
All right. Okay.
I've been napping this whole time.
Just like out of the shack that you just exited, it like comes a very hunched over old lady.
Stop it.
Are you leaving so soon?
We've got to get going.
You don't want to stop and take a rest?
No. We've really got to get to the next town.
Oh, okay.
These pretzels are delicious, though.
I make them myself.
They're really good. Did you use a secret ingredient?
Oh, you know I did, darling. Sorry, I don't know what this voice is. Hold on, let me get
Old
it.
lady. Old lady
Old
voice.
lady, but I had it specifically planned. It's fine. Okay.
We don't know anything.
Oh dear, I don't know hardly anything. But what are your names?
I'm Marsha.
Sarah.
Sandra.
Sinbad? You're starting to realize she can't hear it very well.
Lucy.
Lisa.
Yes.
Sarah.
No.
Pick the name.
Oh, it is very nice to meet you. I am Shirley.
Cheryl.
Shirley. funny. You really don't look like your names, but that's okay. Everyone's parents have reason for naming
Well, you
their
don't
children.
look like a Cheryl either.
It's
Or Shirley.
It's
Oh,
Shirley.
Shirley,
Yes,
oh.
thank you.
I mean,
Where are you going?
Insert town name here.
Oh, well, if you were going to Kalavaska, just know the town was probably set on fire by someone.
Oh,
was that the smoke that we saw coming in?
Oh yes, it's the underground coal mines burning.
Oh.
Do they do
But
that
I
often?
really don't know hardly anything.
Do they do that often?
Oh, it'll probably be going for years. There was
Oh.
a lot of coal down there.
Oh, so it didn't just happen.
No, about 10 months ago.
Interesting. Interesting.
so
Hartmut is still upset about it. Hasn't been able to calm down since.
I wouldn't.
the
Yeah.
building still standing?
Some are sunken in,
Oh.
but it's sad what's happened to this town.
Does anybody still live there?
I mean, I do. Hartmut. But he won't stop whimpering about how awful it is. And a few neighbors.
Nobody lives there. Nobody
Oh,
comes in.
everyone abandoned it 10 months ago. Except for us.
You guys are strong-willed to be staying in a.
I know. Pepper hasn't died yet.
Who's
I'm
Pepper?
surprised. Oh, my dog.
Oh.
And just then the dog comes scampering out of the shack just going,
Little crusty white dog.
yes, it's very crusty and very old. Like medium-sized butt.
Love that.
I get down and I'm like, oh, hello. Give it a scratches.
It kisses you all over the face. It definitely has fleas. Are you hungry?
We bought snacks in your little shop.
Oh, you still look hungry though. Are you sure I can't get you anything else?
But we really should be going.
We do need to
Oh,
go.
okay. Well, just know that one day this whole town will probably burn up, and I'll probably be dead when it does. But it was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh,
You're like
I
in the
don't
car.
really have
Bye.
very many people to talk to, but just know that there is one very large warehouse over in that direction, and it's probably populated by I don't know how many. Sometimes they look like big bad men, and sometimes they look like scientists. I really don't know which ones they are, but I don't really know anything.
Does that concern you?
Oh, every day, but it's interesting to look at.
Aye. How long have they been there?
Well, probably about the last 10 or 11 months, just like the fires. I think someone set them on purpose.
Oh, sounds like
But
it.
I really don't know anything.
Do you?
Is there anything else you don't know?
Are we getting the vibe that like she actually doesn't, or like she's like purposefully
She-
giving us information
Yeah,
because
like,
she
does want
doesn't
to tell us
know?
something?
No, she's not. You know.
She's
roll
insane.
An instinct check, everybody. if you
Yeah.
want to.
Like, I'm now intrigued by her.
Yeah.
But trying not to be.
I have a
Obvious.
6.
8.
Okay, you kind of discern that she genuinely just enjoys talking to people, and she knows all of these things because this is what is interesting.
So
and
we're
like,
gonna
that
so
happens.
we're gonna get her like family's deep dark secrets because she just wants to talk to
Probably,
somebody.
yeah.
I love
and
that.
she's not intentionally like giving you information. She doesn't seem like any kind of a soldier type.
Yep.
She is just a normal person that has a lot to say.
Yeah. Do you live close to the warehouse?
Oh no, I live close by here.
That makes
The
sense.
warehouse is 5.53 miles down the road.
Very precise.
There's about 3 floors there. I think they have some sort of an armory because they've always got big weapons.
Aye. So we should stay very clear.
I
It's a
think
good
those
thing
poor
we're
men are
not
hungry.
going there anyway.
I
No.
know. You should have. You pretty ladies like you should avoid such places. It just seems dangerous.
Oh, yes.
Have
Very.
you ever considered taking up beekeeping? I think selling honey at a roadside stand would be a good idea.
Oh, you know, dear, I actually would love that. It's been a dream of mine since I was a little girl, but ever since the fires, the bees haven't really come around very much.
They don't like smoke.
No. Do you smell the air? It is horrible.
I'm sorry about that.
Horrid.
Surprising those poor men don't die of poisoning of some kind.
Yeah, such a shame.
Such a shame. Are you sure you're not hungry?
Shame. What happened?
I'm always hungry. Well,
I do some drawings sometimes. Would you like to see them?
Absolutely.
As she pulls out a drawing of the warehouse.
It's like a
Cheryl, this is beautiful.
It's
Whatever her name
Shirley,
is.
dear, but it's not very good, and it's very well drawn.
Detailed.
It's very detailed, and there's like, if you flip the drawing over, it's like the backside of the warehouse as
Schematics.
well.
Love
I
that.
go on walks sometimes, and I just draw what I see.
This is beautiful.
I will draw you ladies someday.
Oh.
oh.
We would love that on another day.
Get my
When-
good side. Oh, you know I will, dear. You know I will. Well, anyway, is there anything else I can do for you?
Can we keep this?
Oh, yes, it's all yours. I love
Oh.
to share my art with everyone. Artemis does not want them anymore.
What kind of weapons do you normally see?
Oh, on the bad men?
Yes.
I'm sure they're wonderful little sweethearts, but they look so dangerous.
Oh, there are many of them.
Oh, there's... I don't really know. Sometimes they look like soldiers, and sometimes they look like scientists. I don't know how many, dear.
Do they come in?
It could be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I really don't know.
Okay.
Even numbers.
More than 2, less than 10.
But definitely on even numbers.
Oh, yes, dear.
They come in 2s.
They really do have a buddy system, it seems.
Do they
They're
come
never
in and
alone.
out all times a day?
Oh, it seems they have a rotation every few hours.
Interesting.
So, what hours?
Oh, maybe...
2, 4, 6,
Oh, no, it's actually interesting. It's actually 1, 3, 5, 7. Oh, you know.
Odd numbers.
Like I said, possibly very bad men.
Aye, very bad.
Well, we'll
Yes.
steer clear of them.
Yes, we're passing through, but we'll be passing around this time, now that we know.
I see. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Have a blessed day.
Keep the...
Oh, you have a blessed day as well. May I pray a blessing over you before you go?
Please,
I-
please do. And I like...
Oh, great Almighty One, I thank you for these lovely women that you have brought to my establishment at about midnight 30 on this beautiful day. I pray that you would keep them safe on their travels, help them to avoid the bad men, and be with them always, as we know you are. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
You girls be safe. If you need anything, I will be here, always, until I die.
We will make sure to stop in on our way back.
Keep
It
the
would be lovely
pretzels
to
warm.
see you again, but don't make any promises in case you can't keep them.
I give Pepper another scratch behind the ears.
Good girl. Oh, she really likes you. Okay, good evening. I
As
must
you
be
see.
going back to bed. She pulls her little house robe back over her and just shuffles back inside.
Sweet. Such a sweet woman.
A little bit sad.
A little bit.
You think she's all alone?
No.
She has someone.
She has Pepper.
And Hartman?
And Artman?
Hartman?
I don't know.
Hartman?
Oh yeah.
Harmond? Harmond? Hartman.
I'm just gonna let you guys struggle with that one.
Anyway,
So,
continue on.
5.3 miles?
Mhm.
We should...
3.53 is what she said.
Oh.
And then,
Sorry, 5 point.
5 points.
I was like,
Five-
5.
and then we're
5.53.
looking and I like pull
5.53.
back out the drawing. We're looking for this building.
This is really convenient that she has
It's really convenient.
So random. Turn it around. Let's look at the back.
And then flip it.
So, windows, doors. We should go in between guards?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or go as guards?
with buddies.
With bodies?
Buddies.
means-
With bodies.
Well, yes. Bodies
Buddies.
first. Uniforms. Then buddies.
Gotcha.
But buddies. Bodies.
Buddies.
Is there,
Hartman?
Armand?
like there's a main door and there's a back door?
Yes.
There should always be a back door.
It
Back.
seems that this has
Does her depiction.
3 visible floors that you can see.
Mhm.
With windows on each floor?
Does her depiction have soldiers in the picture?
It does.
What does it look like they have? Like,
It looks like they have rifles, very
Okay.
standard issue Falstaff stuff.
mm-hmm.
Again, not super high quality, but
Mm-hmm.
2 at each door.
about.
Is there anything else of note?
There's a man in a white lab coat walking around the corner.
In the picture, or okay, I was like, we're not that close, right?
Are there any other does it look like there's any other guards like walking around?
It looks like that 2 of them are en route, like kind of patrolling the outside. It looks like that there are 2 that open the doors on one side and 2 that open the doors on the other side. And you don't know how many would be inside. But
I'll say we don't
are-
see anybody in the windows.
There are like obscure shadows. She doesn't obviously know what's in there, but she's
Right.
just kind of out of her imagination drawing.
Gotcha.
I wonder what they think when they saw her just standing there drawing.
Just draw.
Or do you think she kept it in her head and drew it later?
Probably.
It's an amazing gift. She can do that.
You don't think she's in on it, do you?
No.
Is it a little too convenient?
I feel like I got a really good read on her. I think she's truly just an old lady.
Is that what it's like being old?
Probably.
I'm not that old.
You're the oldest one of us. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just I'm not that old.
All right. We
She
should.
really isn't that old.
The gray hair is deceiving.
Speaking, Amit, do you have any painkillers of any kind? My head's been killing me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like pull through my bag and
Excedrin.
yeah.
I'm just gonna, like-
my Excedrin migraine.
I'm just gonna get like a hanky I pull out of my pocket, wet with a flask, and rub her ear, clean up her ear.
Ah, it really hurts.
Aye. Sorry.
It's okay.
Could pour a little whiskey in it.
I don't know about that.
Nah, it's not.
Clean it out.
But yeah, do that. I also like
No! I
You'll
want it to be a scar.
you'll
to
still
clean
have
it.
the scar, but it needs to not be actively bleeding.
Clean it.
Right.
I just I put a bandage around it. Like it's literally all I'm gonna do. Because you won't let me do anything else.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. We shall get to tree line.
It looks like there's not really a lot of cover by the wind house. And there are fires that are burning with some
Yeah.
sunken places in the earth.
Exactly. I don't trust this very nice car that we stole.
Nothing like Centralia, Pennsylvania.
That's exactly what it's based off of.
We could cause a distraction.
That's what I was thinking.
Another explosion.
Pull them away from the door.
I've got a few grenades.
We could do that.
We've got a poppy.
But maybe a touch of stealth would
Sorry.
be best. At
Mhm.
least for this one.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to alert them that something is wrong, I guess.
Not unless we have to.
Explosion.
I could stand watch outside. You guys could go in pairs.
Well, but an explosion wouldn't necessarily be unusual here, would it?
That's what I'm saying.
Things are just constantly on fire.
I don't think it'd make a sound.
Fire doesn't make a sound, but if something were to explode, they would have to go and check it out.
Like a car.
Especially if
But we need our car. Don't blow it up. It's a nice one. Don't touch her.
The car's
You're
become
like,
Rona's baby.
Don't touch.
We just need to get 2 guards away from one door.
Mm-hmm.
And then time it right so that the other 2 don't come around.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And,
Is it how you do special missions?
This is how we do
Sure.
it.
and then hope when we get in there, there's no other guards.
Can almost guarantee that there is going to be more guards.
Scientist. Yes.
Ooh. Don't
All right. Or we can go up a window. Climb up the back.
Well, if we're thinking we're going to get in, are we going to steal uniforms?
I think we should.
Okay. Which means we're going to have to lure those who are at the door away so we can take their clothing, knock them out. So, we're going to have to do that first. If we want to have enough for at least 4 of us, we can do the changing of the guard. So all 4 of them come. Can we take on 4 at one time?
Dana just tried to
Probably
take
not.
down the phone.
No.
Whoever was watching from that camera.
Got wobbled.
I think we could take 4 of them.
Do you? Gwendolyn.
I know, I'm good.
Oh, can you?
Sure, whatever.
I think it sounds like we've got a pretty working plan, and then we're gonna wait for it to explode. We'll throw away that plan and come up with a new one on the fly.
That's what we do.
I thought we were planning an explosion.
I really don't know.
Let's do it. Make something explode. Have them come out. Take them out.
Okay.
All right. And with that plan,
But quietly.
and with that plan, you guys
But
begin to
stealthily.
drive again down the road. After that
4
goodbye to a
miles.
stranger, you feel may have been an ironic stroke of luck, or someone sent by the Almighty himself. And you continue to discuss your plans as the curtain fades to black. You continue traveling toward the warehouse, with the burning fumes of the coal mines underground, looming eerily against the slowly brightening horizon line. We will pick up Harbinger of a Last Light in 2 weeks on August 18th, right here on Twitch at 6:30 p.m. So, I guess we gotta say the thing.
Oh, yeah. We
Oh my
all
goodness.
say welcome to the table.
Oh, say the thing.
Yeah. But all in unison.
Kiri doesn't know what we're saying.
Yeah, she's always
We're
like,
thinking, what are we saying? What's the thing? All right, so everybody, take a look at our cameras. Hi, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the table.
How can it be that as I roam, thy mercy follows me? Ne'er do I walk without thy grace, thy light abundant be. For great a sinner as am I, cannot thy will obey. But thou didst strike thy only Son, and made for me a way. In times of strife, when sorrows meet, and evil wins the day, I gaze upon thy heavenly seat, and darkness rolls away. Where can I go but to thy hand? It shields me in the fight. For all the days I walk this land, thou art my song at night. And when this heart shall beat its last, no more this air to breathe, thy call